The pillows are fluff thanks to Miss Emily. The couch is wide enough, join the family. It's all love while we laugh at first criminalities. Hey, 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 welcome to the Sofa Squad. Sipping from the cup at hey, 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 come laugh with the Sofa Squad. Can't roll my damn eyes hard enough. Oh, please, the puppies need me. Oh, oh, please, my body is rejecting none of that fancy credential stuff. I'm just here for the cringe binge. Hey, 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 welcome to the Sofa Squad. Sipping from the cup and hey, 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 come laugh with the Sofa Squad. Can't roll my damn eyes hard enough. Oh please, the puppies need me. Oh please, my body is rejecting none of that fancy credentialed stuff. I'm just here for the cringe binge. Hey, 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 welcome to the Sofa Squad. Sipping from the cup that hey, 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 come laugh with the Sofa Squad. Can't roll my damn eyes hard enough.
I'm gonna get sanctioned in the courtroom.
Hello, hello, hello. Hey, everybody.
Hi.
How is everybody doing? This is Miss Shayna, for those who don't remember her from last night or yesterday. So first of all, drop number ones. We got number ones. Thanks, Death Call. Thanks, Cat Mom. Hey, Ginger. How's it go? Jessa, it's good to see you. Thank you, mods, for being here and keeping the sofa going. Hey, Montana. Thank you, squad, for being here. So y'all, a couple of things real quick. So we're still in South Carolina. We're in Columbia. We went to Alec Murdaugh's appeal hearing today. I'll do a separate live chat on it. Hey, Tori. It was very interesting. It was very fascinating. I put pictures up. I think I put the videos up on Patreon or whatever, but we'll do a whole separate thing for that. I wanted to get caught up today and do kind of a quick live chat because I haven't had a chance to sit and look at all the stuff that took place like today with Nancy Guthrie. I've been looking at like in the background. I know Nancy Stevens is in this fancy little microphone. It's Shayna's. It's her Madonna one.
It totally is my Madonna one.
So we're just going to look at the videos and talk about them. And then we'll let everybody go to sleep. And then my video on the main channel will come up after this. The court thing. So I didn't sleep at all last night. And then we got up there super early. Hey, Jackie. But, you know, it was, I'll do a whole video on it because it was really interesting. Oh, yeah. Somebody, Barb says she saw me. Somebody made a video, Tracy, I believe, if you're here, of all the little clips of me in the background behind Poot and the thing. And I was sitting here like this every time, just doing my beard, just as hard as I could go.
And I was back there thinking, like, jotting down, I can't roll my damn eyes hard enough. I can't roll my damn eyes hard enough.
I know, right?
I don't. So much of it just felt like whining. Not from the state, but from.
Okay.
Dick and Jim.
Sorry, I'm like gorging chocolate.
No.
Okay, what I want to do is we're going to start. So we obviously know at this point that the guy was detained and let go. And the first things that I saw coming out of it, hey, Audra, were the his mother-in-law speaking. So I want to start with there and then look at his interview, like the two interviews that I saw of him. Thank you. And we'll go from there. Please hold. I hope y'all have had a good day. Yeah, I'll say this. Everyone made very good arguments. And I'll say this, the Supreme Court of South Carolina, very professional. And they came after the state way more than they came after Mr. Poot. They really questioned them both, but they were all fair. And also before things got started, everyone was very cordial. I'm talking like Poot coming in there, hugging, what's his name, Creighton. Everybody was very cordial to one another. And it was refreshing to see that, to be like, we know everybody's on a different side and fighting for something different, but there is a civility, is that how you would say it? A decorum. Definitely. Like, it was just refreshing.
I was surprised. I didn't really wonder, I was surprised that there were so many jokes that the Supreme Court did with each other. You could kind of tell this chemistry between them.
Yep.
And it kind of lightened the mood a little bit. I mean, I know that a lot of judges do that.
Yeah, they had jokes.
They had jokes for days. If you watched it, I loved when he was like, Mr. Waters, I've not seen Fargo. Just move on.
Yeah. Yeah, Mr. Watt, he kept trying to say Fargo thing, and he was like, just wrap it up.
Yeah, just wrap it up.
He was like, oh my goodness. Okay, so we're going to watch the interview with the dude who got detained mother. This is Shayna. Shayna's a friend, sofa squatter, research helper, all things Shayna. Pardon me. And there you go. So we'll watch this one, and we'll talk about it as we go.
Ryan, you're up.
I don't have my glasses on. I can't see the chat at all.
You're going, I have to make sure that this plays loud for me. So we need real tech. We need this.
Okay, I'm outside the house that is now being searched where this subject lived, we're told. There was a traffic stop close by. This is the subject being questioned in the Nancy Guthrie investigation. This is Josephina. Yes. This is her house, and the subject is her son-in-law. Yeah, is that right? Yeah. Tell me how this happened. Where was he when he was detained?
My daughter and him and the kids, my grandkids, were doing DoorDash when they got stopped here, and I don't know what kind of questions they asked them. But when we got home, I wasn't at home. When we got home, we found out that they took my son out. They went inside. They busted the doors from my house. They went inside and took my son to the living room and had him handcuffed, and then got him outside. That's when the time that we got home, and we asked what was going on, and they couldn't say anything. And they said, and I asked him to have a search warrant to go in my house, and they said we don't need a search warrant. We could go do that if we want to. So I told them, yeah, I think you need a search warrant. Why did you break my door? You took my son the wrong way. I mean, you hurt him. His wrists were with the handcuffs.
Let me ask you, were you familiar with the Nancy Guthrie case? Had you seen that she was missing?
I told you, I saw it on Facebook, but since I don't know her, I didn't read what was going on. The story.
Did they take electronic devices at all? Did they take your phone?
I don't have anything. They took my phone. They took my phone, my husband's phone, my daughter's phone, my grandkid's phone, and my son-in-law's phone.
Let me show you these pictures really quick, Josephina, of, just give me a second. I got to pull them up on my phone. These are the pictures from outside Nancy Guthrie's house. This is who they're looking for. Did the eyes look like your son-in-law at all?
No, not at all.
You see the mouth?
Yeah, no. He doesn't look at all.
Brian, can you ask what her son-in-law's
what's his
name is?
name?
It's Carlos. Carlos Palazuelos.
Sorry, what's his name?
Carlos.
Carlos.
Yes.
And what's his last name?
Palazuelos.
Okay.
I don't know, yeah. So.
And does he work in Tucson? Would he ever be in Tucson?
He's in Tucson all week. He works delivering boxes for UPS, and he works with a company. And I told him, you can call the company that he works there and verify that he's working. And
is your daughter also detained?
No, they just let my daughter and my grandkids go.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Josefina.
Yeah.
So that's sort of the latest here, Jesse. They took her phone too,
yeah,
her husband's phone, and her daughter's phone, and obviously her son-in-law's phone, and they are searching her house right now. So this is sort of an unfolding situation.
And I'll get into this with Arthur, the fact that they didn't have a search warrant according to her. Do you know where Carlos is right now, Brian?
Do we know where Carlos is right now?
No, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with him. They took my phone. I can't reach with nobody.
Yeah, we think he's being questioned. But...
Yeah, they already asked us a lot of questions about him. Like I said, I have nothing to hide. You can go in my house. You can search anything you want. There's nothing to hide. I don't know the lady. I don't know about the lady. I saw her on Facebook, but like I told you.
Was he ever violent? Any violence, Carlos?
No, he's a good guy.
Criminal history that you know of?
None of it.
No? Okay.
Is he from Tucson?
Brian,
yeah, so I mean that's sort of the situation. She's obviously in shock. Yeah.
Did you show her photos of the person outside of Nancy Guthrie's house? The images, the mask, the backpack. Did she identify any of those items of clothing? And nothing. She doesn't see anything in that.
I did, and let me show you. Let me show you again. Have you seen these photos?
Yeah, the detective showed it to me right now.
And the backpack does.
That
Yeah,
doesn't
imagine.
sound like a woman.
Imagine she was like, yeah, that looks exactly like him. Go pick him up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know, right?
Now, like, for those who are just joining or haven't seen this, this was the kickoff. Like this situation's already resolved itself, but we're kind of watching it from the beginning because I haven't seen it all day long. So that's the mother-in-law. But I mean, they took all their phones, everything. I mean, that's crazy. That is crazy. Okay, so let's switch over now and listen to interviews from the dude, her son-in-law, right?
Yeah.
Correct? From the guy that they're talking about. Please hold. I want to listen to this one first.
Arrested me for kidnapping, which I don't know what's going on.
So what? How did this?
I'm from Rio Rico, as you can
Yeah.
see, and it's Pima County Sheriff's.
And so what? How did this all start? How did they stop you here? You were driving here,
Yeah,
or
my wife was driving.
your wife was driving?
Because they were following me, and once I saw they were following me, I pulled over. They didn't even have to put a traffic stop or anything. I got off the car, and they arrested me as soon as I got out the car. They didn't even tell me what was going on until the detectives got here, like 2 hours before I got arrested. And then the detectives got here. It was the FBI agent in Santa Cruz County, and they told me I was being detained for kidnapping. And I asked them, like, well, kidnapping of who? And they told me this lady, I don't know her name. And
Nancy Guthrie?
yeah, that's her. And I told them I work in Tucson for GLS. I might have delivered a package to your house, but I never kidnapped anybody. They hold me from like 4 to right now.
So it was about 4 o'clock, and they're holding you to right now. So after midnight. Did they tell you anything? I mean, you're in the back of the truck.
They didn't tell me anything until right now. Like I said, like the beginning, they answered my, like, they wanted me to answer their questions, like where I was, what hours, and all that. And I answered the questions. Right now, all they told me is that I'm free to go.
So do you know? Had you heard of? And Danny, do you want us to come closer to you here? So we'll just walk. Sorry, I just want to clear this up because they're making a big stick.
Okay. What's your name, brother? Carlos.
Carlos.
Yeah.
I'm Ford. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah.
And Carlos, you mind sharing your last name?
Nah,
no, you're good. Yeah. So Carlos. So walk me through it. They had you here. I know you just said it. Had you heard of Nancy Guthrie before tonight?
Never until today.
Never until today.
Yeah.
So
I didn't. They told me I watched the news and I Googled her number or her name and I prove it to me, and they couldn't prove it to me. Like they didn't have no it was insufficient evidence. Like they only had a phone on me. That's all they had. And supposedly I was at her house, but like I said, I work delivering packages for GLS. I might have delivered a package to her house,
but didn't kidnap anybody.
No.
So what's going through your head when they're telling you kidnapped somebody?
Shit, bro, I'm facing life. I'm gonna lose everything.
And so they have all this.
Yeah, this dude's like, he's like, I mean, my gosh, y'all. That is crazy.
Just like I was talking to somebody online today about this, and they were like, yeah, like the Brown University shooter. They plastered this guy's face all over it, and it wasn't him.
I mean, when you heard him say, he's like, I hadn't even heard, like, I didn't even know who she was. Yeah. Which I was just like, how did you not know who she, like, you live there and this isn't like all over the place, but it goes to show you, right? Okay, let's keep going.
Detain you. You're here for hours. And what did they just tell you?
That I'm free to go.
Free to go.
Yeah, and Pima County, they already cleared me, but the FBI, they might not or something like that. I don't know. I'm still like.
So Pima County's let you go. They said the FBI may be in contact with you or something like that.
They didn't say something like that. They just the detective in charge right here. I don't remember his name. He told me that they're not looking into me no more, but somebody else might.
Okay. Obviously, you said you hadn't followed this news. This is big, major news. It's Nancy Guthrie, who's her daughter is Savannah Guthrie, who hosts the Today Show on NBC. So it's been big news. She's been missing for more than a week. So they have put out, the Pima County Sheriff's Department put out that they had detained a person of interest. And I guess that's you?
I guess so.
How do you feel about that? People are watching this all over. I mean,
I'm not happy.
I'll show you here. Look, this is what they put out earlier. He's just getting a shot.
South of Tucson. I was just stopped at South of Tucson.
So I guess south of Tucson is where you are here in Rio Rico?
I guess so.
And so, yeah, that went out everywhere. And you see, they got all sorts of people talking about it.
Yeah, no, well, I'm innocent. Don't let you know that.
Yeah,
I'll tell you that. I didn't do anything. Like I said, I didn't even know what was going on until the...
He was like, know that. Know that.
Yeah, seriously.
FBI and the Pima County detective arrived, and they told me, well, you're being detained for kidnapping. And all of a sudden, they read me my Miranda rights. Now you're being under arrest. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
And now free to go.
Yeah, now I'm free to go.
Oh, man. What a night, huh?
Bro, tell me about it.
And your family's doing all right? You got to see them?
Well, they broke into my in-laws' house. Now we got to go, like, to...
Okay, so now let's watch the other one. And this is just another interview with him. A different one, maybe at a different point in time or whatever. So let's watch this one and see what he says.
Describe what happened to you.
Terrifying. Something I didn't do for something. I was being like, I felt like I was being kidnapped, bro, because they didn't tell me anything at the beginning.
And investigators showed up to this house, or were you the one who was pulled over in the traffic stop?
I was the one that was pulled over at the traffic stop.
Where was that?
Right here on by Chubasco.
Okay, and you were taken into custody at that point?
Yeah.
And you were
I was being detained.
Detained, okay.
I was detained the whole time.
Okay,
That's
where?
what they told me.
Where were they
At
holding
the
you?
back of a car.
Back of a
Miranda car, and then they moved me into a Pima County sheriff.
Were you being questioned in the car?
At the Miranda car, I was being questioned, but they only asked me for my first name, my last name, my date of birth, and my social.
Okay. What were they asking you about?
My whereabouts.
Okay.
Where did I work? Where was I, and all that. But
are you ever up in Tucson?
yeah, I work in Tucson.
What do you do?
GLS, deliver packages.
Okay. Do you think you might have delivered a package to Nancy Guthrie's house?
I don't know. Might have been a possibility. I don't know.
Yeah. Do you ever deliver like Amazon packages or anything?
Well, it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah. So do you think you may have? Did they indicate that you might have been on her property? You're not sure.
Nah, they just came up. They until right now, all I know is that they show my in-law.
Interesting that at some point they weren't like, oh, you delivered a package there 3 days ago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'd heard somewhere that like they took the phone and that they like tried to triangulate him back to that area, but it makes sense that if he was a package delivery person, that if it wasn't to her in that general vicinity, I mean, it seems like a sprawlingly large neighborhood.
And I mean, it would, especially it's like whatever GLS is. I don't know if that's the equivalent of Amazon out there, like some kind of UPS, whatever.
I think it's kind of like that yellow truck that drives around, or maybe that's like H something, but there's independent contractor people that, or not independent, but you know what I mean? Like contract people that deliver those packages.
It would just make sense that like as they unravel this and they start to like, and I'm making this little scenario up here, this is just a sofa example, but pretend they were just like, okay, wait, well, we figured out that a pizza was delivered 2 weeks ago. Who delivered that? Well, let's go see what they were doing. You know, just any kind of connection for anyone that's been to the house and done any kind of a thing. Oh, DHL. Thank you, Stephanie. Anything like that as they start to unravel it. It's like with him, because I mean, I guess I'm still kind of curious, like, what made them do it? Or was it just a random traffic stop? Like, why did they stop them? You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, let's finish watching
it. A picture of somebody wearing a mask or something, and they supposedly look like my eyes.
Right. Okay.
That's it. That's all I know.
Okay. Jeez. How do you think they connected that case to you?
Go ask them, bro.
Okay, so
that's something you gotta ask them. I can't answer that question.
Did they take anything from your house tonight?
No, I don't know. All I can say is they took my phone.
Took your phone. Right. You don't have your phone right now.
You heard they're just a part of those.
Okay, so you heard him where he's like, they took my phone. I don't have my phone. And you say, oh, my eyes, it look like my eyes. It sounds to me like somebody turned him in. Where they're like, that looks like so-and-so.
That's another thing that I heard that reminded me that I heard today that like a waitress or something said, "Oh, this guy, he looks like that person." But that's not when you just like go out with a bomb squad, a SWAT team, and
I know, right? Literally. I know. I hope he has his phone back now. Okay, so now what else do I have? I have something else to pull up here. Please hold. Oh, we're going to look at this new alleged letter that came in, which I do not think is the alleged kidnap. We'll get into theories and stuff of where we stand with them in a minute. This is TMZ talking about that most recent thing that came in today, talking about, I want to get a hold of the family. I've got information, but hey, I need some money first.
From somebody demanding money. This is somebody who says they have been trying to get in touch with Savannah Guthrie's sister, Annie, and Savannah's brother to no avail. And they are now saying that they have information about who the kidnapper is. And they are demanding money. They want 1 Bitcoin, which is around $55,000, $56,000, depending on the hour. They are saying at the end, time is more than relevant. So they have a Bitcoin address, which we have verified is real, and that they want 1 Bitcoin deposited. So in return for giving information about the identity of the kidnapper. Now, again, this is not somebody who says they've kidnapped Nancy. It's somebody who says they know who has. We have no idea if this is authentic. We have forwarded it on to the FBI, and they are looking at it. And we got this early Wednesday morning. Beyond that, we have already told you that there has now been activity in this Bitcoin account that was included in the first ransom note that we received. We are not saying what kind of activity, how much money. I know there is another story out there about that. We are not going to comment on that. We gave our word to people and involved in this case. We are going to honor that, but only to say that there is activity, and that means something. A couple of other points. There has been a lot of talk on social media about who may be behind this kidnapping. And I'm just going to kind of put this on the table, that there have been people pointing to various people in the family. When we do this, when we talk, on television, on our website, on our, digitally, on our social media, I think we should be addressing people on social media and not just people who are watching traditional media, because social media is where a lot of people get their information. And I know this is swirling on social media. So I just want to say this, that we do not have any information, that would implicate family members. I am not saying that it's true that somebody may be involved or not true, but I am telling you that we have spoken with numerous people. We are not hearing anything about that. I know there are lots of stories out there that so-and-so is being looked at or whatever. I am telling you, we've gone down that path. We've asked questions. We have
Sorry, I had the main thing on mute. I'm sorry. It wouldn't be a Sofa Squad presentation if I didn't leave it on mute and talk at some point. Okay, so what I was saying is, okay, the whole thing with TMZ, I'm like, what is up with, first of all, the whole thing about like, oh, we got another letter. This time, they know who did it. They just need a Bitcoin, $55,000 basically. I mean, and then on that note, what is up with, what is up with the TMZ thing and everybody going to confess the world's crimes to TMZ? This is the weirdest thing. I do not get this, because again, here's the other thing too. Pretend that they had sent the letters to the local station, the local news station, right? Now, I'm still not trying to say that makes it better or whatever. It makes it more legit. Like, I would believe the kidnapper thing more if it had gone to more of a local thing. The TMZ thing, it just adds a level of like, I don't know. Like, I want to say grimy, but it's already, the situation is grimy, right? The TMZ thing is weird. Imagine this. If you were in my town, okay, I'm 48. But if you're like my age, whatever, you remember, now it's still out there, but it's just not what it used to be.
The National Enquirer.
The National Enquirer. Yeah. Imagine if somebody sent, back in the day when the National Enquirer was a National Enquirer, right? Like, it was at every grocery store stand. It was the TMZ. It was the Daily Mail. It was the New York Post, whatever. Okay. Imagine something popped off like this, and National Enquirer was talking about, we got the ransom letter. We got 2 of them. Somebody sent another one in today. I mean, what do you even think? I'd be like, did the UFO abduction drop it off? Like, that's just
the pregnant man,
like
3 alien babies and a dog.
I know who like has Loch Ness Monster as a pool pet behind their yard.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's just like, it gives it that level to where I'm just like, Now, I'm not trying to sit here and say that TMZ might not have some. There's been other stories where it's like, hey, they got this information, they got that. So I'm not trying to say it's just completely this whatever. But it's just like, I don't know. Yeah, I used to love National Enquirer. It was fun. It was like crazy, wild stories. My mom would always be like, yeah, I married Bigfoot, right? It was fun. My mom would always be like, no, you can't get that. That's just trash magazine. You can't get that. Because I was like a little kid when that was out. And of course, you're a little kid. You're sitting there seeing like, yeah, the Bat Boy, a Loch Ness plays. I was all over that. Right. But yeah, the Bad Boy photos were a good culinary, right? So that's what I'm just saying. It just, to put it, that's the perspective that I view the TMZ connection through. And especially with them coming out with like, oh, we have a new letter today and all this. All these people coming out like trying to like get some money and get this and that. It just is really. Weekly World News was Bad Boy. Oh, Weekly World News was another one. Yes. Yeah, like this is like, what do you call it? This is a terminally online kidnapper, right? Like,
it screams mother's basement.
Like literal, the Loch Ness stories. I know, like literally. Okay, now let me look over here.
Brian Inton just said that the FBI was searching Nancy's yard.
Okay, so Brian is reporting that they're at Nancy's yard. Okay, hold on 1 second. Okay, we did the new interview. We did that one. Those are the main, and that one. Okay, those are the main videos I pulled up. So let me come over here. I just want to look at some stuff to see what else is going on. Oh yeah, hold on. Man detained for questioning is released. Okay, that's old news now. Yep, really. FBI searching roads near Nancy's home. Okay, yep, that's just a given. We hope they are doing that. Inside the Bitcoin trail and Nancy Guthrie's disappearance. Okay, now here's my question. Let me click on this real quick. Please hold. A Bitcoin account being monitored in the case showed small amounts of activity, leading some to believe there could be movement in the ransom demand. They want to know why Bitcoin is playing a central role in this case, which has captured global attention. Why might somebody demand Bitcoin for a ransom instead of a bank wire or cash? They asked this Bitcoin person. Because it can be moved quickly 24/7 across borders without needing a bank to approve the transfer. Criminals also assume it's harder to recover than cash once it's sent. That assumption is often wrong, they say. It's easier to trace transactions on an open public ledger than with any other form of money. Okay, so let me ask y'all something. I know. Let me tell you what. I was talking to Shannon yesterday. I said, I want to know the uptick in Nest and Ring camera subscriptions, right? Of how many people were like, well, wait a minute, I've got that, but I don't have my subscription going, right? Bitcoin's getting a lot of money. TMZ. Wait, hold on. Didn't TMZ deposit $300 into the wallet to give themselves a story? I mean, legit, Ginger. Right? Legit. Okay. If we found out they were like, we've traced this entirely back to TMZ, I'd be like, what? And when it's not surprised at all. Zero, zilch, right? Like at this point in time, nothing surprises me. Hold on one second. So I'm just like, yeah, I want to see like how much money, first of all, TMZ's made.
Yeah.
Secondly, Ring, Nest, all these things or whatever, Bitcoin. I'm talking about how many people also are sitting here like, wait a minute, you can hold on now. You can just call people and be like, oh, some Bitcoin money. Yeah, I didn't know all this. Okay. But I mean,
geriatric populations gave it disappearance.
I mean, literally, it's just like
from my mom in a couple of days.
Lock your doors, hide your windows, all this stuff. Here,
they're kidnapping everybody's old lady.
Okay, hold on. So, Kat says Brian Enton interviewed a retired investigator who brought up Random, said 6,000 USD Bitcoin, which gave him pause. Why add USD? Interesting. I know nothing about Bitcoin or how it works, right? Like nothing. Yeah, hide your kids, hide your wife. Literally, if you remember that. Death's Call says, as a millennial, this is giving millennial. And then unbelievable. I just love your name. Is it me or has TMZ been inching into the true crime space? Oh, 100%. Well, I mean, they've been doing the David thing.
Yeah.
And here's the thing with TMZ. I mean, they've been around for a minute now, but like, okay, go all the way back to like Michael Jackson's death. They got people in emergency rooms reach out. Like, they always just have people. They must pay a lot of money for these stories, y'all. Right? They must pay a lot of money. Okay, wait, hold on. So Betty Boop says, so yesterday, where are you? The campus scene of Annie's neighborhood where they're finally gathering camera video. Why would they target this lady? Excellent question. And then Tori says, I feel like if they were a millennial, they'd know that Bitcoin is traced. Okay, help me out. What is a millennial? Like, what is the age group we're talking about?
Yeah, I'm not sure because I don't know where that started and then where that ends and Gen Z starts. And now I think we're into Alpha or something is the next one.
Zachia says 30s. I'm 48. What am I?
I think you're still an Xer.
A Gen X?
1965 through 1980. So, yeah.
Okay. No. I was born in 77, so I guess I'm a Gen Xer. Mm-hmm. I have to look that back up and see what that, like, what is my horoscope for that?
I know, right? It's raised on hose water and neglect and a keychain around your neck.
I know, right? Literally.
Around your neck.
Literally. LA says I'm 41 and a millennial. I'm 41. They say I'm a millennial. Gen X is in the house. Gen X rules. I was born in 84. I was born in 77. Casey was born in my age or my year, whatever you want to call it. But I mean, that's the thing. So this is what's also interesting, y'all. And I don't know what show this was. Like, pretend it was like Law and Order, like one of those type shows. And I literally was just watching a little bit of it at some point yesterday. And it was like this little old lady in the grocery store, and she was running into, like, say, her neighbor. And he was like, I didn't know you shopped here. And I guess it was like a discount grocery store or whatever. And he's like, why do you have all those gift cards? And she was like trying to change the subject. And then he was like, did someone ask you to get those? And she's like, just don't ask. And you could tell it was almost like an infomercial, like a public service announcement for like that kind of thing. But here's the thing. Okay, so my first semester at NC State, and I'm talking like the first week, there is this girl who, and the moral of the story is like, whether it's elderly, young people, whatever, this can happen to anybody. There is this girl who scammers got her on the phone. They had her going around to multiple places. She would be hanging up, recalling them, doing all things, emptying out one of her parents' bank account, credit cards, something, buying gift cards for these people. And it was like, she, I guess, was so sheltered, and I don't know how they got a hold of her and did this, but it was this whole story, and it was like, it was just crazy. So that show was like, the show I'm talking about was like that, but it was like a elderly situation. But what I'm getting at is these scammers and stuff like that, especially with AI and all this kind of stuff coming out now, it's going to get even crazier, you know, for things to happen and whatnot. And I'm not trying to say that Nancy was scammed or anything like that, but it's just in the conversation of like, you know, elderly being targeted and things of this nature.
And I was thinking that because I said that like Christina Randall, like early on, had a theory like, do you think it could have been scammers, blah blah blah. And I was like, I don't really feel that way, because I feel like she was too cognitively with it and too kind of in tune to all of that stuff. And I think that but maybe they would know that by now with the phone data, since her phone was behind, right? I mean, I would
hope. Yeah, I would hope. So I'm going to just ask some drop a number 1, drop a number 2 questions real quick. Because I'm still on my shaky internet. I'm not at home. So number 1, where does everybody stand? So, and when I say someone close to the family, that includes family member, gardener, people like this, someone known. Just if drop a number 1, if it's family member or someone close to the family, drop a number 2 if you feel like this was a random burglary gone wrong, or this was a random person that might have had like, hey, we can get her, like she's connected to people, you know, but not somebody close to her. So number 1, it's someone associated or in the family, or number 2, it's like a setup, what do you call it? Not a burglary or robbery, whatever. A lot of number 1s, 1, number 2, 1.5. Hey, John. Hey, Tracy. Hey, Tracy, were you the one that sent the video of all the pictures of me today? If so, thank you. That was so funny watching that. 3, 1, but not family. Okay. Okay, so now let's get specific real quick. So let's go with the number 1 option. Okay, so drop a number 1 if you think it's a family member, drop a number 2 if you think it's like a worker or someone like, you know, the door dasher, the gardener, the maid. So number 1, it's a direct family member. Number 2, it is a worker. It is the maid, the housekeeper. Yeah, Ginger says 5.5. Does Paul have an alibi? Well, hey, I was on that the thing today, you can see, but that was just today. Okay, so a lot of people are saying 2, so you think it's like someone connected. And Unbelievable says 3. Okay, so now do this. Do the like, just drop a comment like, who do you think it was? Like, if you think it's the old co-host, okay, like kind of just drop your thing. Like, who do you think it is? Some friend who is in proximity of the family. Around it.
The old co-host.
Oh, thank you, Jackie. Y'all should check out the story The Glove Found. Okay, let me read this and I'll switch over to the other screen. Wag the dog scheme. Oh my God, right? Unbelievable. If that turned out to be that, literally, I wouldn't be surprised at this point. And like, literally, when I say it's going to surprise me, whatever it is going to surprise me, but not in the way that it would have like even a year ago. Or 5 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Just now there.
Yeah, what's up with the glove? We'll look that up in a second. Wait, I think the family had somebody to do it. Somebody but peripheral. Annie's old co-host, I have now see that with the pictures of the Ring camera. Okay. Oh yeah, Montana, do a reading on that'd be interesting. How old are the grandchildren? I don't know. That's a good question. Jessa says a kind of mix of, I hope y'all are doing good, Jessa. Mix of 1 and 2. Someone who was wanted to the daughter. Haven't been searching. I think someone who might be related, close proximity to the family, house worker, Savannah's sister. It's Hoda. Right. Yeah, we found that out. Like personally her. Like not even hired somebody, but personally her. Right?
Maybe it's Kathy Lee. She had too much
Kathy
wine.
Lee has
Kathy
come back.
Lee had too much wine.
Kathy Lee was hitting the bottle. She was like, I'm gonna.
She got off the Carnival cruise time. The Carnival cruise ship.
A family member, yeah. So 3 a family member paid. Yeah, I think it's the family. They weren't expecting anyone to know she was missing. co-host of Good Morning America. He was like a few years ago. And see, it kind of makes you wonder if it wasn't like, I'm just going to like use a generic statement of disgruntled employee. You see what I'm saying? And this could be disgruntled former coworker, disgruntled whatever, or even possibly someone that works for the family in some fashion, or Savannah or whatever. Yeah, Justice says, let's blame Amber Heard. I'm down with that. I'm good. I'm good. Matt Lauer, right? It could be a stalker, pool boy, etc. Yeah, Culinary says maybe they dropped a small glove, so if all else fails, they can be like, if the glove don't fit.
I know.
I mean, we might be in that stage, right? Yes, Abel says, I hope they find her. I mean, that's the tragic part of this is whatever it is that happened. I mean, what day are we on? Day 10?
We're out.
It's been a while.
It was February, like the
February,
early morning of February 1st. It's February 11th now. Going on February.
Bye, Casey. Yeah, the connection here is bad, y'all. I'm sorry.
We're in a super old house, and I probably got a metal roof somewhere in there.
Yeah, what was Wendy Adelson up to? We need to know this. Wait, Paul Halls was on Ashley Banfield this AM. He talks about this theory was putting out the door. Oh, okay. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah.
Anyway, Tina says higher query for home renovations. The motive, Malden demanded a refund after it failed to complete a bathroom. Okay. Okay. And that's on that show. Okay. They wanted to be seen. Yeah. Yeah, no, aren't these walls pretty right here? Yeah, this is a very historic house that we're in. Or apartment, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, SD says the suspect never thought that the FBI would be able to recover that video from the Nest Cam. They thought it was only a live feed, so someone with knowledge that Nancy didn't have the subscription. Yeah, and you know what? Also, SD, that's a good point because I can't remember where I saw this, whether I read it or saw it, whatever. But basically, it was something on the level of if they hadn't disconnected the camera, they would never have gotten that footage. You see what I'm saying? Where it was like whoever took the camera down by them doing that because she didn't have a subscription, it caused that to somehow get like remain intact on the cloud or wherever it goes, right? So yeah, Casey, we went to the Alec Murdaugh trial today, or appeal hearing. I'll do a video on it. It was awesome. It was very interesting. Both sides made some very compelling arguments. I felt like the Supreme Court justices were very fair, humorous at times, snarky at times.
They had some sofa sass.
They might have been watching the sofa. It was interesting seeing people from Dateline were there. I mean, obviously Poot and all the faces we saw were there, that we saw recognizable from the trial. So I'm curious to see, what will come of it.
Yeah, I was asked by Valerie Bauerlein if you read The Devil at His Elbow, and so she's like the Wall Street Journal reporter who has followed everything. So I've gotten to know her over the years, and she asked me what I thought, and I was like, it was super great to see everybody, and felt like old home week. But why are we still fighting for Maggie and Paul? That verdict is going to be 3 years old in about 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
On March 2nd, that verdict is going to be 3 years old, and here we are still talking about it.
Yep. Hey, K-Love. Yeah, whoever did it. So whatever popped off of this, I still stand by it, whether a family hired, whoever, whatever was done. And I'm switching back over to Nancy now. Whatever was done obviously was never meant to explode to this level, right? We waited. We got in court at in the line at 7, was it?
About 7:30.
Yeah. And we got in there at 9 or 8:30? 8:30 they started letting us in. 9 o'clock or no, 9:30 it started.
Yeah, they probably let us in started letting everybody in and going through security about 8:45, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I know you're sleepy.
Oh, yeah, Matt Lauer. Yeah, he does. Yeah, no, even if it's overturned, he's never the financial crimes alone for Alec, he's cooked. cooked.
If he gets another trial, there's going to be an independent campaign of GoFundMe so that we can just rent an Airbnb in Walterboro or something. So.
I know, right? Yeah, it was very interesting being there in person for sure.
I thought it was absolutely hilarious that no one ever called the egg lady, and we're talking Supreme Court justices, never called the egg lady by her name. They referred to her as the egg lady or the egg juror the entire time. And that is just hilarious to me. And that is the thing that is stuck in that woman's craw for so long, is that she has this moniker. And even the Supreme Court justices are still calling her that.
It was funny hearing these very serious people like egg lady, Jersey.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool, Leah. Yeah, we were there and I was like, oh, okay, we made it on TV, I guess. I was doing this the whole time, just doing my beard fast as I could go.
Alec Murdaugh was not there. Barb, I can't see Barb.
Yeah, Barb Murray, yep.
Yeah, no, he wasn't there. He could have been, but I think that at some point Dick probably Dick or Jim had an interview with somebody and said, but he by law doesn't have to be there, so he won't. So of course it had to become a thing. But by exchange, Charlie Adelson wasn't at his, but kind of a disappointment not to see him coming all shackled and doing the convict shuffle.
I know, right? So y'all, we're going to go ahead and head out because it's been a long day. I wanted to go over and just go over these updates and stuff like that. So what we'll do is I'm going to drop a link to my video on the main channel. And it's just me kind of comparing the videos that Savannah released and whatnot. And so y'all can check that out if you want to. Now, also, we're just going to kind of play it by ear for tomorrow and see what happens. If there's more updates, obviously we'll go live and talk about them. And there's that. And let me just jump over here and do this real quick.
And Juliana's sentencing is Friday.
Oh yeah, Juliana's getting sentenced Friday, y'all. So what we'll do is we'll probably do a rewatch, just simply because it's been we're gonna be I'm gonna be I guess we're leaving here Friday. So Shayna's going back to her part in the Low Country. I'm going back to North Carolina. But South Carolina's been this is a really pretty area. We're in Columbia. It's been very nice. Grammy Day tomorrow. I may not be available. Don't send a search party. We're coming after you, Ginger. Yeah, and thank you, mods, for being here. I greatly appreciate y'all. And again, here's the video that I just put out on my main channel. It's me just talking about the different pleas that Savannah and her family did. And I recorded it at different times. So at first you'll be like, well, Paul, this is late, but you'll see me do a little interjection in there. So anyways, I love y'all. That is it. Hey, I'll take you up on that too, Tori. We got to plan our visit up. Booked all the stuff tonight for what do you call it? Crime Con. Here we come. Watch out. 28th of May. We're all gonna be there. Shibba-dibba-dib-boop, boop, boop. So that's it. Again, thank you, mods. Show the mods some love. I love y'all. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Sofa Squad, for being here. I'm going to play Slow Morrison's little Ode to the Sofa, and I'm sure we will end up talking to y'all as
The pillows are fluff thanks to Miss Emily. The couch is wide enough, join the family. It's all love while we laugh at Bert's criminalities. Hey, 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 welcome to the Sofa Squad. Sipping from the cup at hey, 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 come laugh with the Sofa Squad. Can't roll my damn eyes hard enough. Oh, please. The puppies need me. Oh, oh, please. My body is rejecting none of that fancy credential stuff. I'm just here for the cringe binge. Hey, 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 welcome to the Sofa Squad. Sipping from the cup and hey, 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 come laugh with the Sofa Squad. Can't roll my damn eyes hard enough. puppies need me. Oh please, my body is rejecting none of that fancy credentialed stuff. I'm just here for the cringe binge. Hey, 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 welcome to the Sofa Squad. Sipping from the cup that, hey, 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 come laugh with the Sofa Squad. Can't roll my damn eyes hard enough.